And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bears will kick it away to start us off. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. At the 35, he's got room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Now on first down from the 40. He's looking to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. And he intercepts it. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Shadow of the goalpost looming. 1st and 10 from their own 1, just looking for breathing room. Power football with the run. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
On first down from their own 22. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete to the right. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Going up top on first down. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
He'll set up to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Across the 25, he's got room. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Wide out in motion. To the ground, he's got it again. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. It's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the ball is intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're... They've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On first down, here comes this offense. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. This place is alive, and they'd love to force this offense into another mistake. First down here for the offense. Give to the single back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to move it through the air. He's going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. The run from the shotgun. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass? He's got 48 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. The Longhorns are on the move. Might as well give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Trying to get to it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 35, he's open. Off he goes. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, I am am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That makes the score Texans 7, Baylor 0.
The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick this one away.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Throwing right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man quickly. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Texas! How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
On second down, just keeps firing. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He has 60 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early. They'll go to the ground. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Those horns are up, and they are sharp in the running game.
Yeah, just pounding the rock, playing physical. And I think when you think about great Texas teams, you probably think about the running game, the physicality. And I could go through so many backs with Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and all those guys that, and just recently Bijan Robinson, high draft picks, really, really good running backs.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Running behind that left side. At the 20, he's got space. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback keeps it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Longhorns in the hurry up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wide receiver shows motion. Goes to the option. The pitch. Touchdown Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida State is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we saw Chief Osceola and Renegade. They're up 14 over TCU. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air on first down. Pressure looking deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Fast motion from the offense. They want to just keep throwing it. Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return.
Take over. 1st and 10.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this?
And he breaks into the open. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. He's piled up 97 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Now the toss. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. So close to a huge gain there, but he makes the catch out of bounds. It's incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Firing to the right, complete. Great move there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they Tulane knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
They're bringing heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. That defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
And when you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands, and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job rushing the passer. Nice technique. Nice job working around the corner. And nice job getting that quarterback and getting the sack.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to the air. Getting some heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Number 10 with the carry.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off play action on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Texas 35, Baylor 7.
The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
Set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
1st and 10.
back, and here comes the Bear offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. He wants to throw. Steps away to find some room. Finds a man by himself. All kinds of running room. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
They'll throw it on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Defense wants to bring the heat. Going with the ground game left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going for it all. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over.
And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye. And the Bears headed quickly to the line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Throws for the tight end. Working that left side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
It's complete on the right side.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Now the play fake. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wide out in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
He lets one fly deep. Catch inside the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Coming after him. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on.
Texas, number 1 in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up by 28 over TCU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
That makes the score.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional, and they're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Quarterback checking off. Motion from the offense. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Bears want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Floats it out in space. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
The give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Cantrell. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Bears are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Fires on the move. And he's thrown another interception.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That's now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks. We're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. They go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texas 49, Baylor 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. He's going to pass. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
How about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make bigger plays down the field, but the defense finally got a stop, and they need some more of those and some big plays to get back in this game.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Now from inside the red zone. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Touchdown, Texas! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stops at the 18. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
He's looking for a man on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Got his man on the right. Strikes the blow. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make some...
Got it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He's right on target. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
They believe in their running game on third and goal here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on fourth down and short. It's on fourth down and goal when you have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble, gets the stop on fourth down.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The play action fake. Buys a little extra time. He took a hit as he flew it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He's got great speed, and the returner will be knocked down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah.
And the quarterback is snowed under. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Grabs it inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And the Bears have it in scoring position on first and goal. Snap in the shotgun. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Back to the air one more time. Going for 6. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here comes the Texas offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just
trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes a catch at the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone.
Set to advance on the football.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Looking to throw. It's complete. And he's dragged down. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. He makes the catch. And he's running in the open. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point is good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go.
Set to kick this one away.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Take over. First and 10.
Get this drive started from their own 26. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Touchdown, Baylor! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. One more play to pad the stats. The lone back's got it. And after the short run, the clock hits zeros, and we are all wrapped up here. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.